Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife this fabulous Friday evening. I hope you are all doing well and you've got through the week okay. Ours was a bit busy, but that's it done. We are off for the weekend, resting and relaxing, so all is well. Um, Today was payday for us, so I was thinking I need to go shopping because I've discovered that there are certain things I need to prepare to prep. So I'm like preparing to prep, if you know what I mean. And it's things like if you saw my video about the eggs, that was a surprise. So it was sort of thrown together really quickly of what do I do? I want to get it done now. Um, we've also got potatoes that I haven't used as quickly because my chefry was at work. I've got it back now, so I'll be having lots of chips. Um, but I still am not going to go. I can't possibly eat that many chips. So I need to prep the potatoes, and I'm like, how do you prep potatoes? What do you do? Do you roast them and then freeze them, or do you mash them and then freeze them? You could mash them then dehydrate them, but all of that means I am standing peeling and chopping and cooking however many pounds of potatoes I have, and there's at least 6 to 8 pounds here. I don't normally peel potatoes. I don't like it. But I got the potatoes, well, I got some of them last week, so they definitely need to be used. And Patrick got some this week. So I need to have time to prepare them, to store them, to put them, keep them long term. And it got me to wondering, how do you prepare to prep? Do you do it like I do most of the time, which is on my days off, I'll go shopping normally on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, and that day is taken up with prepping whatever I manage to find in the shops. Like if it's Sunday morning and I go to Lidl's and get the reduced meat, then that just gets thrown in the freezer. If they have a whole lot of reduced fruit, then that now, last year it didn't. Last year I tried to do everything at the same time and I wasted so much. But this year now it's chop the fruit up, put it in the freezer until you've got enough to make jam with. Has to be done. Um, so basically, my prepping is see what I can get in the supermarket and then decide what I want to do with it, whether I'm going to freeze it, if it's meat or some fruit. If I've got enough fruit altogether, then I'm looking to be making jam, some other meats depending on how much I've got. Um, then I won't freeze them and I'll pull the other ones out the freezer and I can pressure can them if I've got enough. And yeah, just it it's quite difficult sometimes if when you've got your world planned in that I go to work, I come home from work, I feed myself, and then I go bleh, and I rest and relax. That's basically what I do most of the week. At the weekend, that's when I go and do different things, but I still need to have one day for the house to get my washing done, to get any food prep done that I want, to do a big batch cook if I want to do a big batch cook, because I'm getting too old to be doing this when I come in from a day's work. I am done with going on for, you know, another 4 or 5 hours after I finish work. I did that on, what was it, Wednesday, when I helped my friend with her electric key. I was in bed at 8:30 last night. I was so exhausted. And I think that also has to come into your preparing to prep, is you need to know your own limitations. I know with the arthritis I have in my hands, there's only so much I can chop at any given time. Hence, having a blender, um, that's just, there's some things I just can't do for any length of time. Finding out quicker ways of doing things is a good thing. And thank you so much for all the ideas you've all given me over the year. But yeah, making sure being realistic with yourself. Because as I say, I am not going to be doing a lot of chopping of veggies for hours. It's not cost effective, and it's certainly not worth the pain in my hands the next day. Gardening, it's just not happening. I've had my planter and I put in my plants for my lettuces and my cabbages, and the snails ate my cabbages. Lettuces we took into work and we had, but that's really all I've grown. My seedlings were a disaster of epic proportions. My mung beans, however, I had stir fry again tonight. See, I grew myself more bean sprouts. So I shall be putting more mung beans in a jar to germinate and stuff, so that I can do that, because thankfully in the summer they actually grow, whereas I tried it in the winter and that's taken me a week to get mung beans just now, and in a week in the colder weather there was barely a centimetre of growth out of the seeds, so it was pointless. So yes, making sure that you're prepared to prep is a good thing. And also, I say this so often, does it help? No, but maybe one day it'll penetrate my brain. Make sure you know what's in your cupboards, because I, at the moment, only have 2 cartons of my UHT skimmed milk left because I've been drinking so much tea. And 2 is not enough. I need to have about 12 in the house before I'm sort of comfortable. So there will definitely be shopping done. I think we're going to hit Farm Foods tomorrow with my wee vouchers. And I might actually get Patrick to come with me so that there's 2 trolleys going. Just so that we can split it to get the maximum voucher savings. But yeah, things like, and when I did the stir fry just now, forgetting, normally I don't do stir fries that often. It's only when I'm in the supermarket and get the fresh bean sprouts and stir fry mix. But of course, growing the mung beans, I've had quite a few stir fries. I'm almost out of soya sauce and my hoisin sauce. I need to get more. I'm pretty sure I've got one of each up the stairs, but that'll be me done. And I can't have that. I need to get more. So yes, today we are thinking about preparing to prep. And basically I'm just going to go and make myself a cup of tea, possibly a biscuit or 2. And I'm going to make my shopping list for tomorrow. And top of that list is going to be milk, soy sauce and hoisin sauce. And I'm just actually, when I finish this, while the video is uploading, I'll go and have a look in the cupboards over there and see what else is needed. I know I need cat biscuits because she's just finished that packet. And I've got 2 packets up the stairs, so that's me down to 1, which is none. So I need to go and spend a fortune on cat biscuits to get a variety that will last us for a wee while. Yeah, so if anyone has a better idea of how to prepare to prep, please let me know, because, and also don't worry about it if you don't, because I am definitely getting to the stage of, I accept now I am older. I am not a youngster that can fly about for 14, 18 hours a day. It's not happening. I do my work well, I come home and I go bleh. Spelled B-L-E-U-G-H. Bleh. I think the subtitles might have fun with that. Anyway, I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea, have a list, make a list, have a biscuit. Catch you later.